Ohayou gozaimasu, konnichiwa, konbawa, guten Morgen, guten Tag, guten Abend, guten Nacht, buenos dias, buenos noches, buenos tardes, bonjour, bonsoir, bienvenue, buongiorno, ahoy, akosamash, assalamu alaikum, annyeong haseyo, hola, ole, oi, hey, hola, ki ora, mokarimaka, what it do? I am tired. Hi everyone, it's me again, having taken yesterday off because I was not feeling well. I am here today early because I got to go in the office today. So if we're going to get this done, I got to start early. And while we normally call it the early morning streaming, it usually ain't this early. But here we are. I'll do my best to. What the hell is this? What is this? What is this? What's with the dollar store bootleg Temu Blaine hair? There you go. That's better. I'll do my best to power through, but we'll figure it out together. Stumbling, bumbling, rumbling, as the case may be. I'll still give a little bit of time at the beginning, but I don't know. I think a lot of people are awake. I think a lot of people aren't awake, so most likely this would be, low live viewer, more of a VOD type thing. Well, see how things are going. Hey, I got it. I got an idea. This is an idea. Hear me out on this one. Hear me out. The analog pocket as a device is really rad. If you haven't seen one before, I should have mine. Actually, I don't have it handy right now. But it looks like a Game Boy, and it's an FPGA device. It's a field programmable gate array, meaning that you could consider it like a video game emulator, but it's not. It's less of a software emulation and more of reproducing the hardware that the software runs on, and it makes it a greater fidelity. It makes it more realistic to how the games actually play. And it's something that you might see occasionally where emulated versions of the games they rarely play genuinely different, but they look different, right? The colors will be off or something will be weird about it. And that's why sometimes you get just strange emulator funk. Is it's doing its best, but it's not actually covering it. They're really expanding the FPGA like offerings. They being like the community at large. So even though I think it's kind of like a weirdly named device, there's the Mr. Pi that I tried to get I failed to on its first pre-order. So I'm going to keep my eyes peeled on the next one. But YouTuber Taki Udon put it out. The reason I say it's weirdly named is there's a lot of device out there called Pi, but that usually is based on a Raspberry Pi, right? It tends to be Mister I get, right, because the Mister is also an FPGA if you haven't heard from it. So that I think like calling it like Mister Retro would have been like a Mister Coffee type thing would have been neat, or I don't know, just Mister Pi doesn't really add up to me. But that's a very reasonably priced. I think it's like a half to a quarter of what a Mister actually runs, and it will let you do very accurate emulation of console games. So I think that I'm going to slowly start. Where am I going with this? I do have a Retro Pocket. I do have the Retro Pocket dock, so I could hook it up and stream it a little bit. My controller should work on it fine. Actually, I never tested it, but the 8-bit Do wireless controllers with the 2.0 dongle that I got should work. So I don't know. Maybe I should start to get a little bit more into rolling back into retro games. I think if I did wind up getting one of the Mr. Pies, which again I don't love the title of it. There's probably a lot that I could get into, so I'm thinking about doing that. So if you're into old school games, if you're into retro games, emulation is perfectly fine, right? Like it's a way to play it. You get a good idea of it. I think for me, I like the fidelity. I like the accuracy. It's especially for stuff that I had played on the consoles itself. I think that knowing me, even if it wasn't genuinely different, I would perceive differences. Like, this isn't like how it was. So like, it's the only way to like really disabuse myself of that, to control that factor, right? To control for that variant is to make sure that it's actually like, no, it's hardware accurate. So yeah, I think I'll be getting more into that. So that's 5 minutes of bullshit. What I'm here for today, what we're here to get into today is regular viewer of the channel, a random guy who likes Choco, has asked me to play a couple games. Untitled Hook Game was one of them, but the one we're going to start off with playing is Beat Block, which I know nothing about. It looks like it's, first and foremost, I greatly appreciate the fact that you fire the game open and it gives you a little bit of the whiteness on this screen. It gives you a little bit of a pause, the interstitial of like, hey, please read this carefully. But it's nice to have something where it's not just like, we're going to fill the screen up and blow your eardrums out with audio. It's just going to be like, hey, we're ready for you to interact with the game when you're ready to interact with the game. This game is currently in still demo phase, so first you got our epilepsy warning, and the preview a small selection of the experience. The difficulty curve is not representative of the full game's planned scope and difficulty, and anything that's demo subject to change between now and release. Thank you for understanding. I should say this is a demo available on Steam and itch.io. It sounds like it's an audio game. I don't really know anything about it. I like to hop in kind of blind. Let me check the audio level for you guys. Adjust it for me. Back it up for my poor brain. Okay, I think you should be able to hear it just fine. So let's play some of these demo levels. As far as how long I'm going to stream today, I still feel a little rough. So I'm aiming for about like an hour-ish is probably what I got in me. If this game winds up being half hour to 45 minutes worth of demo, perfect. And then the plan would be to circle back to UFO 50 for the rest of the week, and I think I probably have a moral obligation to at least do a brief stream at some point in time during the weekend, so that there was 5 days of streaming amongst the 7. Otherwise, I won't be able to trust myself going forward. But let's go ahead and hop on in and see what happens here. So play the demos tutorial. First and foremost, I love the art style. I like the hard pixel, the anti-alias, the aliased pixels, right? No anti-aliasing going on. I think it's a cool look. It's evocative to me of the Bit series of games on the Game Boy Advance, right? Like Bit Trip, or the Dot series. Am I thinking of Dot series? What am I thinking? No. Bit, because Bit Voyager, Sound Voyager was one of the Bit generations. Yeah. So kind of clean, pixely artwork, clean. Tutorial, gridded strings, so stressed. I guess these are different. These different sound fonts that the game is going to be working on, and an answer machine, Lawrence. So let's try it out. 150 BPMs. If you're playing for the first time or just need a refresher, start here. Cool, we'll do that. Tutorial. It's CV35W. I'm not musically inclined, if that means something I don't know what it means. Mouse. So the answer is mouse. So you want to block the beats. You have to start with basics. For blocks and hold simply... I'm not supposed to be rapping it. For blocks and hold simply move your... I don't know. They dropped the cipher, and I thought it was time for me to go. Oh God. What happened there? It got a little mouse weird. Okay, time for tips. They can show up taps. Z or X when you reach your paddle. You also click with the mouse. Okay, those are both. I don't think I'm doing good. Harder than how to commentate doing this. I have to concede that was... No, it wasn't. Next are mines and slides. I am not in the right mind state to do this here at all. For slides, the timing is easy. Just don't fall apart now. Wait, what am I supposed to do with the mines? Shit. I missed it. What am I supposed to do with something with mines? Hold on. What was I supposed to do with mines? Let's try this again. I'm brain is not awake. What the hell was I supposed to do with mines? Okay. Feel the rhythm. Hold. Yep. Time for taps. Press C when they reach your paddle. Oh, my chat's all messed up. Hold on. Why is my chat messed up? That's unacceptable. Hold on, everybody. Hold on, friends. Good morning, the real Monty Python. Thank you for stopping by. Why is the chat disabled? Why is my chat disabled? How did that happen? Window, new chat. So we're just gonna torture me today. Thank you, video game. Thank you. All right, hold on. Did I cover up? No, I didn't cover the game. The real Monty Python, could you please post another message or two? Is this now working? Oh God, is my chat not working? I can do it too. I can, here, let me spawn. Okay, well, there it goes. All right. Wednesday woes. Yes, here we are. Thank you all. Thank you for your patience. Yes, good morning. Now to touch them. All right, what the hell was I doing? Okay, so the Z or X when they reach the paddle, you can also click with the mouse. So we're gonna, oh, they're gonna make me start from the beginning. Great. Off to a good start. Question, will I be able to get through the tutorial? I don't know that I can. Let's try it out together. The last time I played a rhythm game with any real intent was that what? Os Tatake Oenden, right? Or Elite Beat Agents on the DS? Is that, I'm trying to think if that's the last time. No, Zonic, right? Zonic on the Switch. I played a shitload of Zonic. That was a great game. All right, so I have it within me to do this. Fucking hell. Just like rub your head and pat your belly at the same time. It's super simple. All right, mines need to be avoided, and slides need slammed into them. All right, so I've already found a problem with this. It's piloting a circle in a very rectangular orientation screen, right? Like the 16:9 screen, and you're trying to drive a circle around it. It's real simple to get your mouse to kind of go out of the area. Will this work with a controller? I feel like that might be easier. It does not look, okay. Oh, fuck. All right, here we go. I don't think I'm gonna be very good at this. Gridded strings. Let's find out about some gridded strings. 148 BPMs. Watch the swap between mines and blocks. Mechanics used mines. Okay. All right, I like the way the background is starting to morph. Awesome. Fucking awesome. So if they're going to play this level of attention to like the actual songs and levels, that's really cool. Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to do anything with those crosshairs or if that's just purely decorative. The timing on the taps, I still don't fully understand. Right? Like, it's not as they hit you, because that's already too late. And it seems like there's a little bit of a thing coming out from the center of us, right? Our little main dude. When those circles intersect, I'm guessing. Dun, 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 dun. This does remind me of a lot of the more modern rhythm games, right? Which they have a shitload of them in arcades when we go to Japan. Which I don't normally play a lot of. But kind of like this bullet hell, Danmaku, shit flying at you. Again, these circles coming in, I just can't get a feel for the timing on those. It's not when they hit you. It's hard to say. Nice. I love... Okay, so that was actually a really great song number 2. I like the way they set up... If they're trying to do it on purpose. Like, here's the tutorial. It's very staunch, blank, right? It's very, there's not a lot of flavor going on. It's just sort of very minimalist. And then it's like, okay, well, this song now has like a lot of thematic qualities to it. Actually, like having like different cut scenes of like a Western going in there, along with the color being overlaid in it. It's really cool. That actually makes it stand out. It makes you, a little bit more engaged in the song. That's very cool. So I wonder if it's can it keep going on like that? I want to do stuff out of order. I want and swearing machine. That's what I want. I want that and swearing machine. No notes on and swearing machine. We're just gonna find it on its own terms. Nope. I'm not hitting those right. Nope. Apparently not. I'm just missing them. Or am I hitting that? That's me actually hitting it. God damn it. Okay, yeah, this is beyond me. This foe is beyond any of us. Again, I keep going off the screen here. That's not the game's fault. It's my fault, but still. I wonder if I could... You know what? Let me talk my mouse sensitivity. I know I never use it. Let me fuck with my mouse sensitivity. See if I can keep it on the goddamn screen. Alright. That song is a little rough. We'll come back to that, but will this make a difference? Play a little bit in order, and I have my mouse sensitivity turned way the fuck down, so hopefully I'll stay on the screen. Yeah, it's now harder, but I'm on to staying on screen. Just gotta get used to bigger movements. Yeah, so the taps, when they're by themselves, it seems like you have to tap them early, and when they're on a shape, you have to tap them when they hit. The tapping is not clear. At least not to me, it isn't. Random anime cat girl for no reason. Aggressive anime cat girl on my screen is here. No, I won't buy your video game drugs. Move. That's not on me. That one was not on me. That's just there was a hitch in that. I was moving my controller, the joystick, the fucking mouse. The scaling is really cool. That's really cool as well. C, if only C. All right, so yeah, changing the mouse speed is not doing me any favors. Glitch Cat. All right, Code Remix. Let's see what's with our Code Remix by Wookie Walk. Mechanics use slides. Song originally from Heaven Studio. All right, let's get into it. Oh, cool. Completely different aesthetic. So I'm assuming, and perhaps incorrectly, that the plan will be to have some sort of community-supported song features, right? Oh, those are taps. Those are taps. I wasn't realizing it. Where people can make their own, you know, Bad Apple, right? First out the gate, Bad Apple. And then after that, 4 songs by Little John and the East Side Boys. John the Fisherman, all the other video game bangers, video game music bangers. You know, the funny thing is, I don't really know from Bad Apple. I hear it referenced all the time, and I've obviously seen the video, but if you ask me to, like, hum Bad Apple right now, I couldn't do it. I just know from the screenshots. I'm like, oh, they did a Bad Apple demo, cool. Right? Speaking of doing Bad Apple. Have I gotten anything at all? There we go. I get what they're doing with the taps as far as having like a variant. So it's not just all one thing, right? I get it. I get it. But like, it is currently inscrutable to me about when I should be hitting the tap. Because it's not when they hit you. At least certainly not those circles. It seems like it's not before either. It doesn't even feel like it's in tune with the music either. Like, I'm guessing it hitting it when I'm expecting like there to be a beat on the song where I'm like dent dent dent, like that's what I'm guessing, and that's also not it. So again, so we have a lot of sleep inertia going on. I am tired. Wait, there's music. You can hear the keyboard. The Romani Python said there's music. Great. So I'm just playing this for myself. All right, can you hear any music now? That's so weird. All right. Well, let's go through those. Here's some of the songs again. Well, shit. It's on my view meter, right? OBS is recording it at like -20 to -30 decibels, right? Which is what I usually have game audio at. So okay, so I guess OBS maybe doesn't necessarily capture the audio on this grate. That is a beta feature of OBS. So all right, we'll listen to some of the songs here real quick. So fucking hell. Here's your gridded strings. Because I want to make sure I'm see those? That's not counting. It's not when it hits. And I'm just like going by the audio. Click, click, click. Like I'm just guessing that's where it should be, but I have no idea what the visual indicator is. It's not when it touches you. It's not when those two circles overlap. And so if there's like any of them that are like atonal or like syncopated, then I'm fucked. So I'm just looking for the downbeat from when I played drums for like 3 years in 8th grade, right? Like I'm just guessing it's on the downbeat. And the problem with that is when it's a tap mixed with a note, right? If it is, that's not hitting you, then when the hell do I got to do that for the note coming at me? Is it the same distance, or is it when it actually hits? That's what I'm struggling with. Well, I'm struggling with a lot of shit, but. Dun 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 dun. Ka-chow. Alright. Play through So Stressed again, which is ironically titled. Right? Click, 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 click. I'm just doing it like that, because that's where the beat is. But if it's on one of the shapes, what do I do? Right? Like those. It's as they hit and it's not good enough. I don't get that. That's not I don't like that mix. If it really is a distance from you, then that should be like a permanent circle so I can gauge on those. Or if it is when it clicks, then it needs to be a different mechanic. Like call it something else. It's not the same thing. All right. Dun 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 and then scaling away as the audio fades out. Really cool. Like, really cool. Like, aesthetically very, very, very cool. Very hip. Alright, so even though I don't think we heard Wookie Wook, we'll go into the Code Remix. Wait, hold on, we already did Code Remix. Which one did we skip? Am I crazy? Oh. We're on to iloveyou.vbs, our Visual Basic script of I Love You. And then, boy, if we couldn't do Lawrence, I don't think we're going to be playing this either. So let's go. Accept this love letter? Yes, no. Made by the team of Fool's Play and the BMS Fighters. Inspired by Kusanagi's song art. Mechanics used inverse. What the hell is an inverse? Did we cover inverses? Do I gotta figure that out? Oh, come on, man. Hit these with the back of your paddle instead of the front? Man. Alright, initially, I'm really digging the fucking... the virus nature of getting anything that's .vbs, because that's a Visual Basic script, right? So, the love letter, we're clearly getting a virus, which I love. Oh, come on. The kind of glitchiness when I fuck up, just it only makes me want to fuck up more. There you go. There's the virus. Clever. Now Salter's up. All great little Pac-Man in the background. Fellow copyright enthusiast I can see with Pac-Man audio. Come on. Mouth's getting weird. Accuracy falling apart. Fuck you. So, I'll be honest, part of me feels like this is made for people with, like, tablets, right? And then maybe the mouse is the alternate control scheme. That's what I feel. I reserve the right to be wrong. Dun, 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 dun. Fibonacci! Fucking up, left and right. Dude, my accuracy is disintegrating. I was maintaining there for a little while, but honestly, not really. Misses 400 D+. Thank you. Thank you so much for the D+. All right, and then we'll try Lawrence for the one last time, and then I guess we're just gonna really fucking shit the bed on this. Ready? Here we go. No matter what happens. Yeah, see, like... I don't feel like that one was my fault. And I guess we are successfully smashing those. I'm looking at the combo. But that's the same thing I would expect if we fucked up, is like a screen shake like that. Yeah, I don't love trying to get in precise circles with the mouse like this. I don't know, it's just... I feel like this would be like if you had a tablet or like a touchscreen tablet. It would be a much better way of interfacing with this game. Honestly, even like a joystick would be kind of at least... How much does it do here? More lock to a concentric circle, right? Yeah, I mean, like... Having some rhythm probably would go a long way in the rhythm game, huh? And then there's times where I'm trying to move it to the right. Like, I'm trying to move it clockwise, and that's why I'm flinging my mouse, and then he's going, like, counterclockwise. Like, that's not the way I'm moving the mouse, right? So the fidelity on that rotation is not... Yeah. Joystick... Maybe get you, and actually like a rotary encoder, right? You actually like have like a little turny boy might be better. But at least as I'm playing a little bit more of those, at least some of those fuck ups are not, that's not on me. I moved the mouse clockwise and it went counterclockwise or vice versa, right? Jeez. Very nice. A steady D. Alright. So there you go. Going from our A to B minus to D plus to D. All seems more or less lined up properly, right? Custom levels. That's what I was assuming we were going to get into. Hello, thanks for checking out the level. While it's usable to create levels, it's currently not very user-friendly and prone to glitches. We plan to smooth it out, of course, in development. Please consider level editor in current state experimental. That said, press... Alright. Let's create a level. And then... Oh, it's asking me for... you can't see it, but I'm guessing it's asking me for audio, right? No, it's just it made a JSON file. Oh. Level.json. Chart.json. Oh, alright, so... Playback speed, search speed, sorry, how do we get... So let's start with the obvious. What's the song? Play a song. How do you pick the background? How do you pick the background music? All right, let's talk about this. Bookmark run tag, edit paddles, plays a song, set beep, send beep, now show results, block. So a block, basic block, right? Hall of Mirror Force Sprite, go to beat, playback speed, we get shit slow. All right, so that's how you can kind of zoom in and out. Or that's your beat, right? And you want to collide with that. Mine holds slide via direction force. So how do we pick the background song? What's the So that'll be the chart.json, right? So if I save, maybe that's a good question. How do you save? Or should I be doing this all in the JavaScript? Is that what this is? Because it has metadata, artist to artist, charter, false, while it's level, artist link name, song, property, speed, offset. Beat block custom levels, new. Save data. Chart JSON. All right. Edit paddles, play song. So, okay, left click to add, right click to delete, but I don't know how to, I get they said, hey, it's in beta, so that's fine, I get it. Event palette. Go to beat. Event editor. Even just do like the most basic thing of like how do I do the background, right? Like how do I choose a song that we're going to be playing? Set background color, set Boolean. Save and quit. Create level. All right, so if I saved and quit that, if I look at the chart, can I figure out, no, there's nothing in the chart. What if I look at the level.json? Okay, yeah. There's at least a little bit of metadata going in the JSON. Bookmark, time, angle, description. All right, so it breaks, But again, how do we... Create level. Put levels in here, song name. While it's a level. Okay, edit. That's the one. Okay, so this is the one we were working on. Well, how do you set the background? So presumably there's just going to be a background song, and then we layer the beats on top of it. Play song. Or does this play a song whenever it hits this, or edit playing song, time, angle, order, file. Yo, man, I don't fucking know. Because, like, that seems like, to me, is like when you hit this thing, it plays a song. That's what I'm interpreting that as. Let me get some sick royalty-free beats out here. Something we ain't going to get copyright striked by. All right. So if I copy this, or is this one here? All right, we'll do that one. And then I'll paste that into, I guess, the directory. I'm not going to spend a ton of time here trying to make a song for obvious reasons. But I figure I wanted to at least give it a shot. So, all right, where's our file? Where's our folder at? Can I just drop it in there? Is that where it goes? So I'm just gonna paste it in there. will accept wave files. So just put an fl.wave. What say you about that? Save and quit. All right. Open folder. Put levels in here. Play it. Something broke while playing the level. Here are the details. You haven't set the default BPM. All right, edit then. Set BPM. Yep. Call it 100. 100 is good for me. Save and quit. Play. Something broke! You haven't changed the default. Set it in the play song event correctly. Okay. All right. What? Default BPM 1.24. So 150 there, right? That's 150 here. That's 100 rather. 100. Okay, cool. And now that. Save and quit. Play it. Okay. It looks like it's kind of working. I'll be the first to admit that I don't know what the BPM on the song I selected is. Probably like closer to not 100. Okay. Open. Edit. All right, so let's make that $1.50 at 180. We'll call it 180. I feel like 180 is the actual answer, and then notes, right? Notes. Like how far out can I put these notes? So they get notes here, and then advance the time, and then note, and advance the time, and then note, and then advance our time, note, right? So you'd obviously want to like spend a little bit more time care and attention and putting the notes in tune with the music. It might not like the wave. Is that possible? Maybe it wants to play an MP3 and the wave's a little bit uncompressed for it. Is that all the blocks I placed? All right. Maybe that has to be 180 as well. Or we'll delete that entirely because maybe that's getting in the way. And then block. Is there like a end song? Okay, then show results, right? So here, and then show results. There, got it. All right. Save and quit. Play. There you go, D. Alright. I'm going to try a different song real quick, and then we'll start to wrap up. One that I think I might know the BPMs to. I say that like I actually do. When, man, I know for a fact I don't fucking know. But I guess I could look it up. Take 2 seconds and figure it out. Is that in here? Details. Bit rate. Yep, I don't think I know the... We'll also try an MP3 and see if that makes a difference. Or an AUG, I should say. Let's do an AUG and see if that matters. Because that might just be that, right? It just might be the WAV file. WAV file's a little rough on it. I'm fucking guessing here, man. Let's do ubl.aug. 180, I think, is actually right for this as well. It might be. Save and quit and play. Same song. Why is it the exact same song? BL. It's not going to accept AUG files. Is that what it is? bl.aug. Save and quit. Maybe it has to be waves. Maybe I just stumbled on the fact that it actually has to be waves. Yep, the Bladezilla song should be that opening song should be about 180. So I don't know, but there you go. That's that. I mean, let's give it a chance for let the audio actually run a little here, but not a lot. I guess this is 30 seconds. Is the show results, and then decorations. Oh, I'm not going to get into that. We're not going to get into that. Set the background color. See if that matters. And then blocks. Blocks all the way down, folks. All right. Save and quit, and this will be it. I will have proved nothing. Okay, there you go. That's it. And this time we got a B. So hey, I guess I see how one can make a level with that. So yeah, that's beat block. It's pretty cool. It's like I said, my initial thoughts are it is not. I don't think it's designed or optimally designed for use with the mouse. I'd find myself in situations where I'm going clockwise and it starts going counterclockwise, or the opposite. I know that can be a problem. I understand. I've actually made software before where you had to kind of go around the area of the circle, and calculating that it depends on how often like you're pulling the numbers. You're looking at the coordinates to figure out. If you time it wrong, it's like, oh, it's actually shorter to go this way than that way. I get it. But it's a little bit janky. I bet you it'd be a lot better with just like a touchscreen, right? Or a stylus on a touchscrreen. That would be a lot better. I like the basic sort of blocky, non-anti-aliased blockiness, no interlacing. And it's really cool it seems like the level of detail you can add in as far as the background, the aesthetics, the things, the cutscenes and all that. That's really neat. Very interesting. And yeah, like I said, I look forward to playing Bad Apple, 13 versions of Bad Apple, and Chala, Head Chala, all of the Dragon Ball themes, all of them. All of them. We are fighting heroes, all the Naruto themes. I'm sure we're going to get real creative with that. And again, it's just going to wind up being like Free Bird and just brutally difficult stuff. So yeah, I never played OS, the game. I did play OS Tatake ONDEM, right? The Elite Beat Agents. And I did play a lot of, Super Beat Sonic on the Switch. So I do like rhythm games, even though they're not necessarily, my jam. It's a pretty good one of those. I got really nothing bad to say about it, other than I don't think, input offset. That might be your, how often it pulls, right, to check where the mouse position is. So maybe there's something you can do to kind of fuck with that a little bit. There are controller controls. I also feel like the controller, if it's actually constrained to a circle, that's a lot better than you translating my XY coordinates into, right, because I'm moving in a square, and that might be significantly better, but I tried the controller and it didn't work. It doesn't matter. I might come back to Beat Block. I don't know if I play with it, if I maybe make like a song or something like that, will do it. I don't have a ton of game time outside of the time I stream, so usually what you see is what you get. I just realized, again, you have to forgive me about how tired I am, that I still have the UFO 50 banner up. There you go. Just in time. See that? I did it. But yeah, it's a cool little game. I might get back to it. I might not. But I'm glad. A random guy like Choco, thank you for bringing it to my attention. There are things about that I think are really neat and very evocative. So, if there's games you'd like me to check out, feel free to stop by. On the page, there's a suggestion box. You can throw stuff in there. Odds are I will play it. I doubt highly I won't. It's almost impossible I'll say nah. I almost certainly will at least check it out. Whether or not I'll keep playing on a recurring basis, hey, who's to say? It is really early, so we don't have a whole lot of people on the stream. So there's really nothing we could do to go as far as going raid is concerned. So we got one viewer. So all right, we'll go raid the one person. Me and this one person will go find someone. I don't think Paperweight's up. I don't know who would be up here. Who we would know? Who speaks English? AI Trump, sumo wrestling. There's no one to raid. So we'll start to wrap up. The real Monty Python, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for chatting. I appreciate you getting there extra early. Everyone else who's watching, apologies for missing yesterday. Apologies for perhaps a lackluster video today. Like I said, I did my best. I'm out of it still. The game's probably even better than I let on. It's just my coordination might be shitty. But if that's something you're interested in, feel free to check it out. Like I said, it's free on Steam. I believe it's also on itch.io. The demo is, at least. It's a cool little game. So on that note, if you were watching, I'd like to thank you for watching. I appreciate you watching me play video games. You didn't have to watch me play video games. You could have played video games yourself, right? You could have watched something utterly unrelated to video games. You could have watched The Endless, which is a movie we watched last night. Which is if you know nothing about it going in, it's pretty good. It's called like a sci-fi / horror type film. Very low budget, but interesting story. Suffice to say that a major plot point is like these two dudes ran away from a cult, right? And then they go back. So interesting. It doesn't play out the way I thought it would. And actually, I think we got pretty good reviews as well. It's about 7 years old at this point in time, but hey, check it out. And I guess there's a couple other movies. We think we'll probably check out the other ones. There's apparently 3 movies that are kind of in that milieu. They kind of like exist in that sort of that little universe. So The Endless. I think you can get it relatively cheap online on Amazon if you want on Blu-ray. But you didn't watch The Endless. You watched me play video games. I may never fully understand why, but I appreciate you doing it nonetheless. To everyone who wasn't watching, I'd like to thank you for not watching as well, because I appreciate when people leave me the fuck alone. Big shout out to Favor145. Thank you for following while I wasn't streaming at all. Right, so just sort of snuck in on a random stream, so random time when I wasn't streaming. So you're entitled to one of these. And you're an officer, gentleman, scholar. You're all good things rolled in one, and wish nothing but the best for you. And on that note, I hope everyone has a good day. Peace out and deuces. Be safe out there. Get lots of sleep. Sleep's important.